Alright, guess we'll worry about that later. Ooh, Echo of Eons is sweet, but I think Future Sight's got to be the correct pick. So this is Time Twister, right? 6 mana, everybody draws 7, and it has flashback for Tuna Blue. Shuffles their hand and graveyard. Oh, yeah, so I'm pretty sure how this works is this resolves first, then, or I'm sorry, the ability resolves first and then it goes to your graveyard, so it doesn't shuffle itself away. That said, I think Future Sight is a great card in Limited. I actually decked out with it earlier. It's kind of annoying, but the card's so powerful. It just, if you've played with Experimental Frenzy, it's like that. So just a super powerful card. Glad I get to first pick it, and it's foil too, so that's sweet. Not trying to play Storm today. Oh, it's under all cards, isn't it? Ooh, Fact or Fiction's a nice one to follow up. Thundering Djinn, very, very good card. Probably better enough than Fact or Fiction that I should just take it. Which is kind of crazy because Fact or Fiction is a very good card. What's going on here? Do they not have... Huh. They don't have it in this view either. So we can check that out later. But yeah, basically, Fact or Fiction with the Reign of Revelation in the format. Don't get me wrong, cards are very good. But I think Thundering Djinn, I think board presence is important enough in this format to justify this pick. That said, this could be totally wrong, and maybe I should just take the blue card. But I think I would even splash Thundering Djinn. And it actually works better with the Reign of Revelation than Fact or Fiction because drawing cards is how you get it to deal damage. So just something to note. What's the price on this guy? $30. Wow. And the only person selling it is for like 40, almost, yeah, just a little over 46. I actually got one of these, but of course that was Phantom. Wow, wish it wasn't. $17. Okay, let's take... Oh, no. Watcher's way better, I think. So this is a 7 mana 4/4 flying haste. Usually you pay 6 mana for this kind of effect, so the idea is you get some kind of land into your graveyard. But I think this card's really good. I want to try it out. It's a solid blue card. Mob's really good. Pondering Mage, Rocks Veteran, also very good. But yeah, let's take the Watcher here. Lower the curve a little bit. This pack is not exciting. I like Imposter, but I would never take it 4th pick. Spell Snuff is pretty unexciting. Quakefoot and Scour are pretty unexciting. Bogarden Dragonheart is potentially pretty powerful. Not sure what I should be taking here. There's also a Snowland, but yeah, in general this pack is just disappointing. I think I want to take the Scour. I haven't played with this card enough to say whether or not it's any good. And I know for sure I'm playing blue. I could be splashing red. So I don't think you really want to take this card this early ever, but this pack is like exceptionally bad, I think, so I don't really mind. Interesting. So there's a ninja. We could end up in the ninjutsu deck. Ninjutsu. I don't know how to pronounce that. There's a Return from Extinction, which is a powerful card. Choking Tethers, a couple red cards here. Kind of want to try the Sliver, but maybe I should move off of red. Didn't see any good red cards. I haven't tried the ninja deck. I'm not going to have any sack fodder in this blue-red deck, and this is just like a 4 mana 4/2. I'm not sure how many slivers are in red-blue, so let's try the ninja. We'll see. There's a Smoke Shroud, which makes me feel like ninjas might be open. There's also a Windcaller Aven. I think Windcaller Aven's probably the pick here. It's flexible. It's pretty expensive. Okay. I said I didn't have any like sack fodder in blue-red, and then I get past the Goblin War Party. Feels pretty bad. I actually wish I had those Bogarden Hellkite thingies now. But let's just take the Windcaller Aven. Not too disappointing. I think putting a Feeler into black could potentially be right. And I did get wrecked by that card before. Whoa, okay. My mouse does not want to work at all. And the triple blue Charm here is actually going to be super good for me. Looks like red was the color to be open. We keep seeing some decent red cards. But this card's sweet. It's Counterspell, or it's Divination at instant speed, and you can gain control of a cheap thing. So Let's take it. It's going to be cool. But again, wish I had some red cards. No way we end up mono blue, I don't think. I don't know why my mouse keeps unclicking, but it's really scaring me. Okay, Pondering Mage is a really good card, and there's like no reason for us to take anything else here. Snow-Covered Mountain's kind of cool. Lava Dart is medium, I think. And yeah, it's going to be a pretty easy Pondering Mage for me here. Curve's going to be a little bit high. I want to play the Thundering Djinn if possible. I also think we're supposed to be in red, so it feels kind of bad. We should have like one Bogarden thingy. I think I'm going to take Lava Dart this time, assuming that I am supposed to play red. There's Fairy Seer, which is really good with ninjas, but I don't think we're going to end up there. Frostwalk Bastion, card I played in my last deck, and it was like fine. It wasn't bad. Okay, this Changeling's actually pretty good. So I kind of want to play, or take that over like second Lava Dart. Swamp is not very exciting. Yeah, we should just take this. We could wheel like a Smoke Shroud as well. Ooh, okay. So I think Wart Eye Witch is probably fine. Snow-Covered Mountain, couple good white cards, but I don't think we're playing white this time around. So let's take a black card. This could have been the worst one, or the worst one to take, but the other one was a little tough to cast for this deck, so I want it to be realistic. Now we can take the mountain. Elvish Fury is actually pretty good. I don't think it should go that late. Well, okay, and Magic Online just dumps some cards into our deck. Okay. We did see a few black cards late, but I think our red is still better with the Thundering Djinn. Quakefoot Cyclops is like decent. Does have cycling. And I think in terms of this pack, whoops, I almost just picked this. Jeez. Good thing it was the right one. In terms of this pack, I think this card's going to be the best for us. Actually, wait, no, Kite. What am I talking about? If I'm playing the blue-red draw archetype, like my curve is way too high. This thing is potentially really good. Could wheel the Fists of Flame. Hope I didn't put anyone into the blue-red deck based on how I drafted last pack, but Kite I think is totally the right pick. I just didn't see the card once I'm thinking about the draw application. Okay, there's a Talisman, and one of the colors is correct. There's also an Orcish Hellraiser, which is probably pretty strong. I think I want to take that. There's also a Pondering Mage, but our curve's pretty high, so let's get some cheap stuff into the deck. Passing like a Throat Seeker, which could be good if we were playing ninjas. Could just take the Talisman, in fact. Maybe that's right. Wish it were the blue-red Talisman. We do have some expensive stuff. Actually, I think a red Talisman is bad enough that I should just take this card. But I think if it were a blue Talisman, I should probably take it. Okay, there's another Kite. There's also Farmstead Gleaner, which we were somewhat happy with last time around. Need some more draw spells, which is rarely the case, but it is currently. Shinobi's kind of cool, but yeah, I think Kite is going to be pretty solid for us. So let's take that guy. Definitely happy I picked up that Thundering Djinn, as it's looking to be one of the better cards in our deck. The unclicking thing continues to scare me. Okay, Oneirophage, I think this card's really good. Irregular Cohort and probably the weird rare are like the other two cards that are good in this pack, but I think this card's really good, so let's take it. Exclude is really nice. There's also a Rain of Revelation. I hate making this pick. I'm going to have to take Exclude here. Lowers the curve a little bit. Rain of Revelation, don't get me wrong, would be excellent. Wait, do I take this card? It's another draw payoff. This card's really good, but I think I need to take the Exclude. This feels super bad. I could take this card and try to wheel one of the two blue cards. That's pretty greedy, though. I think there are a lot of ways to make this pick. My deck is not very reactive. I need to just take this Rain. Ugh, I can't pick with this mouse. Okay, wow, rewarded. So this card is going to be really nice in the draw archetype. Goblin Matron is a cool card. This thing is an orc, and we have like no goblins. I died to this thing in Mons the other day. It was like completely broken, so that's something to be aware of. But yeah, we're going to take the Minotaur. This deck is looking pretty good. We've got like 0 Snowlands for Chiller Pillar, so it's going to be a pretty easy Phantasmal form for me. I think this card's quite good, especially in this deck. This is like the perfect deck for it, so happy about that. I think this deck is pretty good. Like, Pack 2 has been pretty kind to us. And the red cards that we passed out on in Pack 1, or passed up on, I don't know, those might not even make our deck. Just because the 2 red cards that we passed, I guess there were a couple copies of the 3-mana 2/2 that can turn into a 4/4 flyer. But those are really like red-black cards, so yeah, I'm pretty happy about this. Deck looks sweet. 2 triple blue cards, though. Mana's going to be tough. I would love a Talisman of Creativity. That's the blue-red one. In this pack, we have an Everdream. We have an Astrolabe that we can't play ever. Rox Veteran, Carrion Feeder, and Crypt Rats, also criminally late, but we're going to take the Everdream. I think it might actually be solid in this deck, just able to cycle. Good with the Thundering Djinn. Kind of plays similarly to Wakefoot Cyclops, I guess, in that you can cycle it if you need to, like, turn this kind of effect on, but it's also going to be good in the late game. Let's see if we know anyone in the draft. Nope. Okay. Well, I'll thank them later for passing me a sweet blue-red deck. Got thrown off a little bit by the black cards, but I think it was correct to at least think about the black. Okay, so Fists of Flame versus Phantasmal form. There's another one of these that we're expecting to wheel, and it doesn't pump toughness. I don't really love this card. I think I'd rather have the second Phantasmal form, and I can pick up Fists of Flame next pack, assuming that one wheels. Maybe it's the one after. Could be the one after. Take a 4-mana 4/2. Don't really want to play it, but we'll start it in the main. Yeah, okay, it's this one. Don't really want Prohibit. I don't think the card's very good. Especially not in this kind of aggressive deck. We're not very reactive, so... Take a Cancrix for the sideboard, I suppose. Could hate draft a Reprobation? Take a Chiller Pillar with our 1 Snowland. Don't think that one's going to happen, but I've drafted a couple snow decks now. And at first I was afraid to play any kind of Snowlands, but I think snow is a real archetype. Okay, that's just getting thrown into our deck. Is this card terrible? I don't think so. Oh, wow. Okay, so if we... There's the Talisman we wanted. If this ends up not going the way we wanted, like, we just lost some picks there, so I think it would be reasonable to request reimbursement, but that's also kind of crappy. So, I don't know, kind of a tough call. Okay, Magmatic Sinkhole or Talisman of Creativity. We have, like, no removal right now, so I think we need to take this. Curve's also gotten considerably lower, but I would really, really like Talisman. Yeah, I could see this pick being wrong, but... Like, this is the perfect Talisman for us. But I'm going to take the Sinkhole here. We need removal. We also already have a bunch of 2s, so that's something to note as well. The Scour that I picked up earlier that I was not super happy about definitely gets better when you have, like, 2 Eye Kites, Spinehorn Minotaur in your deck, and a Thundering Djinn. Whoops. Can't click on the right cards. Oh, also this card. This card's really cool. Like, by the time you untap with it, it's a 4-mana 2/3 flyer, and from there it's just, like, only gets better. I think it's going to be a Snap Pyrophobia for me in this pack. Merit Lage's Slumber is pretty sweet. Alpine Guide has really, really underperformed for me. Minotaur is going to be something I want in this kind of deck, but yeah, Pyrophobia is the exact kind of card we're looking for. So, yeah, we're going to take that one. Pondering Mage as well. Right, here's a Fact or Fiction, and there's nothing else. There's a Spell Snuff. We already have one of those. Don't think we want a second this kind of deck. Tribute Mage gets nothing. Chiller Pillar can never be activated, so yeah, we're going to take the Foff. Unlucky that it doesn't draw cards, but it's still a good card, so don't mind putting it in my deck. This could just be my 23 right here. Pretty happy about this. I think the blue-red deck is one of the stronger archetypes. This is going to be an interesting pick. So we have a string of disappearances, and we have an Eye-Kite. I think the third Eye-Kite is pretty important. It's not like it gets worse, because that's kind of how the deck is built. But we have 0 strings. We have 1 Pyrophobia, 1 Sinkhole, like really very little interaction, so I think it's worth taking this card. Hope the Eye-Kite wheels. It's unlikely, but it's not impossible. Okay, take a Volatile Claws. We don't really have any synergy with that though, so let's just take a Phantom Ninja as basically a Wind Drake. And yeah, there's nothing else in this pack for me here. Alright, another Pondering Mage. And there's nothing in this pack. Probably going to end up cutting this one. Deck looks pretty sweet though. Pretty happy about this. Could end up cutting Fists of Flame. Don't love that card. Maybe one of the Phantasmal forms. That seems right actually, yeah. Maybe it's better to cut Spell Snuff over the second Phantasmal form. Not sure. Now I'm really wishing I had that Talisman, but I think the removal was important enough at the time that it made sense to take that. Could end up cutting Everdream too. Not sure I love that card here. This card's crazy good, right? Too bad we can't splash it. Goat Nap, we already have one on the sideboard. I guess let's take a Smoke Shroud. No, I guess maybe another Goat Nap is better. So I don't think we're ever playing this card, but maybe we board in 2 of these, or main deck 1 and board in a second or something crazy. We'll see. There's another Fist of Flame. We already cut the first one. Second Scour. Could play that guy. Goblin Engineer, we have 0 artifacts. Tribute Mage, we have 0 2-mana artifacts. So there's a Choking Tethers or Scour here for me. I don't really like this card, but I think it's probably correct to take it here. Take a Windcaller even. Probably not playing the second one, but maybe. Could be better than the Quakefoot. Love to wheel the Eye-Kite. No? Okay, well we did wheel this one. That's nice. That's going to make our deck. Not sure about main deck Lava Dart. I don't love this card. Okay, take a Spell Snuff for the sideboard. Don't need an island. The Silumgar Scavenger has impressed me. Stream of Thought is terrible, so we'll take an island that we don't care about. Sure. Chiller Pillar. Yeah, I guess, sure. Feaster of Fools, last pick. I think this card's actually fine. Oh, second to last pick. Wow, Carrion Feeder last pick. No respect. This card beat me earlier. This card's really good. Alright, so how are we going to build this? It's going to be double Eye-Kite for sure. Double these. Watchers, great. And Myrophage for sure. Probably at least 1 Pondering Mage. Probably at least 1 Windcaller even. I think we want another solid 2-drop too. Not sure about these guys. Take them out for now. And in terms of the spells, it's going to be Sinkhole for sure, Pyrophobia for sure, Archmages, whatever. Future Sight. Really wish we had the Talisman with this deck, but that's fine. Fact or Fiction for sure. String, yes. And I think all of these are, well, probably not all of them are potential cuts, but let's just take a look. Do we have any draw payoffs here? No. We do have Pondering Mage and Windcaller Aven. I think those cards are solid, so I should probably add them back. It does make the curve a bit worse, but this has cycling, so it doesn't feel too bad. Yeah, I think that's probably right. We play some of these. Let's try the Scour out. I think it's going to be better than Everdream. I don't like Lava Dart. Let's try at least the first Phantasmal form. Like, I know the card's good, so let's play it. And then 2 more cards. We could play like these 2. I'm not really opposed to that, so let's try it. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. So 17 lands. Cutting the Lava Dart as well makes things easier. We're not going to have very many red sources in this deck, and like having to sack a mountain on the flashback is just pretty bad. So 17, oh man, we have infinite blue mana symbols. Holy crap. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26 compared to, well, 27 actually, compared to 6 total. So there are 20 more blue mana. Yeah, okay, that's completely wrong though. Maybe we cut red 2-drop because we're just never going to have it on turn 2. We need at least 5 mountains. I will think about not playing this. That also makes the Quakefoot Cyclops worse. We're just never going to have red cycling. What about like 11-6? Seems like somewhat reasonable to me. 11 with 2 triple blue cards. I could play 10. 10 is still a really high number, but I don't think I need 7 red, so let's just try this. And yeah, let's just try this 2-drop just because it's the best card. Could play like this guy, but let's just do this. I think this deck is pretty good, so take it for a spin. Alright, that's the screenshot, and we're good. If you guys like what you see, make sure to leave a follow. Appreciate any support I get. Thank you for sticking with me so far, and hopefully we'll have some fun throughout the day. It should be a pretty long stream. Alright, yeah, let's play first. This is going to be a keep with Scour. We're 1 blue away from that. It's a bit slow for sure, though. Wonder if I needed that 3rd Eye-Kite. A little pessimistic about the Pyrophobia, putting it all the way over there. Alright, so presumably opponent's a ninja deck. Alright, we're going to look for a red source now. Not sure if we top in... I know we bottom... Do we bottom an island? We could gain control of their unblockable 1/1. That seems pretty bad. This is tough because part of me wants to just hit land drops, go like Archmage's Charm, Divination next turn or something. Yeah, that's probably right. I think I need to hit land drops to play like Charm, Foff, Pondering Mage anyway. And by topping 2, I don't even have to cast this as Divination. I know I have another island on top, so Foff will be castable. So it looks like we're color screwed, and we kind of are. Let's see if they just put a 2-mana 3/3 into play. Nope. Okay, that's good for us. Alright. Not sure that was correct, not looking for a mountain, but like, giving myself access to the charm feels pretty good. Also holding up counterspell. Sure, opponent might actually be color screwed, or mana screwed. See what they go for here. Yeah, it's going to get countered. We can Foff next turn. Okay, there's an Eye-Kite as well. It starts getting kind of sketchy. So I could Factor Fiction. I could Factor Fiction if I find a mountain, then I can double spell next turn, and then at that point I can Pondering Mage, and then I'm in like absurd shape. I think I want to do that, yeah. Eye-Kite is just a 1/2, is not looking very impressive, so let's get a little bit greedy here. I don't think we're going to discard the hand size, but it's a possibility. Okay, we're just taking one, I think. Please don't have the rare. Nice, okay. Now they have something better, and I wish I countered or something. It's another 1-drop? Unearth, okay. Alright, now we factor Fiction. Mountain versus all. No, they can't do that. Double Mountain versus all might make sense. And we take double Mountain here. Passing a factor Fiction, ending up with one anyway, feels pretty good. Okay, it's a pretty easy pile 1 for me. Yeah, that's a pretty easy pile 1 for me. Now we can actually go Pondering Mage and hold up the string next turn, which is sweet. Oh, you got a counter. Oh, you're going to Edict me. I guess I should have played that in the other order. Oh well, that's marginally annoying, irritating. Glad we didn't burn the Pyrophobia, so we can just put a 3-4 into play. We are going down to 13 here. Is this a card I should play around? I guess so. It is in the set at common. Sure. The other pile goes into the graveyard, which means that this thing is going to be able to come back regardless. But we do have the Choking Tethers for that one. So I think these two are the strongest cards, so I should put them in different piles. Don't actually know if I can beat this card. This card's really good. This thing is just like a 2-mana 2/2 Death Touch. I can just Pyrophobia this? Yeah. In fact. How does Unearth work? Or if it would leave the battlefield. So I can actually bounce this too if they bring it back. Which we might end up doing here. And what do I want to do? This is tough to make piles. Don't want to give them the land in the same pile as that. I think I do want to put that in the same pile. Right. Maybe this is best. Yeah, I like this, I think. I don't know. Making piles is always tough. So they took the 3-card pile, sure. So we get to Pyrophobia the 1, and then they get pretty punished. Ooh, Sinkhole as well. Okay. We do have mana for Sinkhole. So I guess we hold that up. Nope. Okay, there's a Rain of Revelation, which is not bad. I'm surprised. I thought the opponent was going to be a ninja deck, but they don't actually seem to be. This thing has flashback, so I should leave that in the graveyard. I can exile the other ones. Sure. Not sure I would cycle land there. Seems a little bit loose. Okay, not attacking with the other one. Five mana. 2/2 Death Touch. No, another one. So I think I kill the first one in response so they don't get 2 scries. Interesting. So I think I want to attack with this. I can deal them 3 using Reign of Revelation. Then I can like Pyrophobia that post-combat, something like that. They did show me they have the 2/2 Death Touch, so maybe I want to save Pyrophobia for that. I can hold up, yeah, I think this is probably correct. So let's attack for 3. Hitting them for 3 every turn should be good. I don't need this many mountains. I could get punished here if they kill this by not killing that. Not sure how scared I want to play. Yeah, let's do it, I guess. And in that case, I probably should have attacked with this. No, let's wait. Let's wait one more turn. I should have held up triple blue, though. That was a mistake. Defile. Wow, just like that. So I've got a couple options. I think I bounce this, and then, like, Choking Tethers tap down that. So let's do that. Fortunately, we cannot copy it, which would be a little bit better. Let's go to beginning of combat. Cycle this. Tap you. Alright, flooding out a little bit. Wow, no attacks is very strange. I think they just clicked through. Alright, play your 2/2 Death Touch guy. Nope, they've got more. It's annoying. So we get to play some blockers, which is good. Not sure if I should have played that land or not. What could I have? I guess I could draw Spell Snuff. I think I shuffle this. That's a good card. Alright, now we play this. This deck is really good, geez. Like the raw power into the late game. Okay, so the opponent does have the first sphere thing that I need to remember. But even with that, I can just like chump block and they take 2 damage. This is getting a little bit hairy though. Let's see if they go for it. No, okay. So they can choose whatever they choose. Probably, yeah, that makes sense. Sure. Suppose that makes sense too. Trade there, eat their thing, take 4 damage. Okay. They get 1,000,000 scries, which is pretty scary. Sure. There's no way I can kill them, right? No, not with the persist. Getting pretty close though, because this is 3-6. Yeah, we're getting close. So in the effect zone, no, that's the revealed zone. Okay, so it's not going to ask me about echo, I guess. Now what? Not sure how well I played this game. I could see other lines being correct. So I only have 7 mana, is that right? So next turn I will have 8, but I won't be able to go Oneirophage plus Scour, which is kind of annoying, because I would love to do that. So it puts a counter on this and deals damage here. Unearth, okay. Spell, wow. Okay, that was a good spell. Problem is, enters tapped. So we can spend all of our mana. Oh wait, I have 9, don't I? 6, 7, 8, 9. Problem is, I think we still need to make the other play. So we. Oh, this is a human too. So I should not. Wait, I could play this. Hold on, I could play this, but it just instantly. It's impulse if I play this. So. Not sure if I want to do that or not, but it's a cool play regardless. I think I just need to reduce their board presence. So let's go for Pyrophobia here. Okay, continue giving you Scries, which is scary. And a Watcher. Possible the play with the Watcher was wrong and I should have just killed it. Hideaway. Guess Windcaller even. How does this work? Sure. Yeah, that's probably best. Could be a Spell Snuff as well. Yeah, let's just take this thing. Oh, I shouldn't have put that in any order, this few cards in my deck. I'm not going to attack for 1 here, because they have the 5 power thing in their graveyard, and if they animate that to try to deal me some damage, I would rather be able to chump block. This is a tough game. Hopefully the opponent has forgotten about this. Nope, they have not. Okay. So they draw a card, go down to 8. Wait, are they dead? So... Don't kill my stuff. Don't mob me. It's exactly what I asked not to happen. So I'm not dead, right? Please make this attack. Okay, so 1, 2 damage here, 3, 4, 5 damage here. So I think I need to block here. Is there any way I can get out of this? Really don't know. So this is 7. I think I just have to make this block. This doesn't have trample, so. I mean, we're dead to this thing, but we're not really winning anyway, so. Like, we can deal 5 damage, but we need to deal more than that. So now we play Scour. And we pray. But, like, yeah, Thundering Djinn's not going to do it, so let's just scoop it up. Can't win the game from this point. That's really disappointing. I'm not sure I played that game perfectly. That's okay, though. Okay. I think we're just running it back. Don't think there's any real reason to change stuff up. Dang, if they didn't have that mob, we could have actually had a chance. There is a way I win that game. Oh my god, there's an actual way I could have won that game. Okay, so what I would have needed to do... No, actually, that doesn't work. Never mind. What I was thinking is if I played the 2-1 Watcher while they had the Death Toucher, and then I get the cycling thing, and I cycle, and then I deal them 3 damage with the Eye Kite, which I didn't use to chump block anyway, then that would let me kill them on the next turn, but that doesn't actually work, so ignore me. And the reason it doesn't work is because I minus the 2 damage from the Watcher, so that's still just 5 damage total, I think. Or, no, it's 6 damage because I'd be attacking with this, and I didn't attack with it, so I should have, but nope. Okay. So we get to curve Eye Kite into Spinehorn, and we get to Scour, so that's hopefully 1,000,000 damage. We'll see. Okay, no 1-drop this time. Solid draw. Not sure how I drew 2 mountains in this deck, but I managed it. Got a unblockable 1/1 for me? No, this is Defile. Sure. That's a pretty good draw. Gonna look for some islands here with the Scour next turn. This card's really impressive. Makes the mana a little bit tough sometimes, but that's annoying. Minotaur. It's kind of funny. I wonder if they named something else. Yeah, no, they didn't. So we definitely Scour. And that gives us an attack as well. Bottom. Alright. No lands. Go fish. Wonder if we trade here. Okay, cool. I'm really happy with that trade. 2/2 Death Touch is a problem for my deck, and I can't play anything, so... Oh, feels like we're toast already with this good deck. Carrion Feeder, okay. Could have been... I maybe should have thought about bringing in Lava Dart. Like, it would be good in this exact spot, but... I think it's probably right not to. Could just Foff main phase. I think I want to bluff a counter. Could also bounce if I need to. Opponent didn't show me any counters, so I don't think there's any negative thing about waiting here. Okay, so we take 1. Thundering Djinn actually kills that guy pretty well. Kills it pretty dead. Oh, no plays. Okay, so they're mana screwed as well. Spell Snuff or lands? I wonder if they give me 4 lands versus Spell Snuff. We take the lands pretty happily. We were mana screwed. Did they not remember? Do we discard to hand size? No. Okay, don't mob me. That's the one problem here. But having like a free way to kill that is pretty nice. Oh, that's so bad for me. Wow. Wow. Okay, well we do have a pretty good creature here. Get to hold up the string. Drawn enough lands for the whole game, so we're just looking for some spells. These are all spells. Let's do Choking Tethers last. And Oneirophage first. That's a big old no. So next turn we can go, how much mana? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we can go like Oneirophage plus Spinehorn. I think we win this game. Like, we're so far ahead on cards, and the opponent is mana screwed. These Pondering Mages, they're so good. Okay, Snap Block. That's why you do that kind of thing after... Well, I guess... Yeah, they were trying to make sure their creature would live, but they don't even have double blue, so they can't copy it. Feels amazing. This can't block. What a nice 1-2 here. Wonder if they have another Defile. No? Okay. Okay, so we get to go Oneirophage. Doesn't matter how we tap. Minotaur. And now they just die, I think. We have Scour in the graveyard as well. Yeah, this is great. We could lose to like a Wrath, but I don't think there is one. We're just like miles ahead in this game. Sure. Okay, auto yield to that one. Let's do this now. Wonder if they just scoop here. Oh god. Beautiful. What order do I want these in? I think I want this last. That felt so good. My god, this deck is nuts. Really hope we don't lose the game 3. Okay, kill you next turn. GG. Didn't even need Future Sight. Foil. Okay, you got a mob, and you're just dead on board. Sure. It's a pretty tough play for me here. I have to attack. All right. So that happened. They were admittedly pretty mana screwed, but this deck is just super impressive. I don't think there's anything we want to change. They've showed me Carrion Feeder. They've shown me the unblockable 1/1, but I don't think Lava Dart is worth it. Actually, maybe it is. They showed me the rare as well. This does a decent job of killing X2s. They showed me a bunch of those. Don't love sacking the mountain, but it's probably fine. Could also play the Cancrix. Blocks most of those, except for the unblockable one and the 2/2 Death Touch, so yeah, actually, let's not do that. But I don't know what I'm taking out here. Maybe Spell Snuff because I'm on the draw. Sure. Could play a 7th mountain for the Lava Dart. Actually, I don't think that's unreasonable. Alright, let's do it. Come on. Don't let me down with this sweet deck. Okay, this is decent. We can't cast the Archmage's Charm, but... I mean, we've got a removal spell eventually. Got an Ikite as well. Alright. No. Drawing a mountain. 3 out of 7. Shouldn't have boarded in the 1. Sure. Alright, now let's draw the lava dart. No? Okay, that was probably better. Can't play this turn 3 anymore, but with the echo we weren't paying for it anyway, I guess. Sure. Got a Wart Eye Witch for me? Yeah, opponent loves the Wart Eye. I don't think we're racing them. That was a decent draw as well. So yeah, we're going to leave this back, try to trade. Their deck is pretty good. I'm a little bit afraid. Too much could go wrong here. We can use this to turn on the Ikite during their turn. Okay, interesting. They do want to make this trade. So they take 2 damage. They get a scry out of it, though. Wonder if they have Unearth. That would explain this play. They had a couple copies of that last time. Fortunately, this does a decent job against that, but unfortunately, we can't play Sinkhole. Three cards in hand. Did they mulligan? Yeah, okay, they do have the Unearth. They have another one? Plague Engineer, okay. That is fine. This wasn't doing very much anyway. I can now chump and use Sinkhole on their turn if I want to. Especially if I'm not doing anything anyway. Or, if I draw blue, wow. Now I can go Archmage's Charm and trade for either of these by giving this +2/+0. That's actually pretty sweet. So we're going to plan for that. Not suspicious, not attacking for 0. So this is naming Drake. Yeah, I only have one other Drake in my deck, so I guess no, we should still trade for this. So let's go to blocks. Target player draws 2 cards. It's going to be me. Could gain control of this, but I think that's not going to happen. And we're going to trade here. Nice. They do get a scry out of the deal. But we've got a nice curve lined up for us. Pretty happy about how we played this, how things worked out so far. If they have something here, okay, that's not really what I'm worried about. That's why we have Lava Dart in the deck. Okay, that's solid, but Pondering Mage is like a must play this turn. Looking for Lava Darts. That's a Lava Dart. Do we keep it? I think we actually do, just because we have Scour. Like, we can get deeper in other ways. Keeping this feels pretty bad, but I don't mind hitting some land drops. So let's put the mountain last. Kind of a weird play. Almost wish we could discard this, just so we could have it already in the graveyard, but... Like, I don't think cards are the problem, right? I think the board is the problem, so if we can beat the board, we should be fine. Interesting play. Pretty easy block for me here. So now it says, okay, they have Defile. Sure. Okay. So how do I want to do this? I can kill both of these with the Lava Dart. This doesn't work very well. I think I kill that first, right? How much mana do I have? I have enough. Play a land. Let's just clear their board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, this is fine. They could have a counter spell up here. Yeah, actually, let's do it on their upkeep. Okay, now let's kill this. What do we want to exile? Doesn't matter, I don't think. Okay, so that happens, then we get to Lava Dart both of these. I think it's fine doing this now. We still get to play the Windcaller Aven next turn, even though we're sacking a land. Might have been better to wait for Carrion Feeder, but this prevents them from having anything. I think they're in a lot of trouble here now. They need a creature like this turn to pressure me. Oh, Unearth again. Okay.